Yo, it's another DJ Treylow podcast for Thursday, February 2nd. (2017). It's my older sister's birthday today. She turns 42. So I wished her a happy birthday when I woke up this morning. You know, when you get past your 40s, you don't be seeking attention like these youngsters, you know what I'm saying? People in their 40s barely post shit on social media unless they just lonely motherfuckers, but most of the time. And you get in your 40s, man, you don't even fuck with that shit no more, man. Fuck, I want a bunch of attention from strangers that don't even be a part of my life, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, man, got a local news. Let's see what's going on with local, man. They say high school student nearly abducted at South Austin bus stop. This might be related to me because I'm Capital Metro. William B. Travis High School senior managed to escape an attempted abduction by two men outside of HEB in South Austin by hopping on a Capital Metro bus. Police confirmed that Wednesday. Austin police said the 18-year-old student contacted police at 11:30 a.m., almost 3 hours after the incident occurred Tuesday morning. Police said the young woman was waiting at the bus stop on Congress Ave in Old Torf, right there at that HEB, when she noticed two men staring at her. The teen said the men drove into the parking lot of the HEB before they getting out of their white truck. One of the men attempted to grab her hand as the bus was pulling up. However, they failed because the student was able to board the bus and escape. She described the suspects to the police as white men. The driver of the vehicle was wearing a baseball cap, and he may be in his 20s. Alright, man, that's not really attempted abduction to me, man. If he tried to, well, I don't know the whole story, but I'm gonna tell you right now, man, he was just trying to holler at that bitch. And she paranoid and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, he didn't grab her. He just grabbed her hand like, hey, girl, you know, probably want to give her a ride and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of these females be fucking watching too much ID channel and fucking tripping, dog. You know? Anyways, they got some other shit going on. Let's look at this shit real quick. Something about a march on the Capitol, man. You know, again, another march or protest. 100 expect to testify at the Capitol about sanctuary site bill. More than 500 people are expected to testify at Texas State Capitol Thursday. I'm glad I'm off today. Thursday morning about a bill which will require Texas cities to comply with. Anyways, I don't know why the recording stopped, but I was saying hip hop releases. Big Sean's dropping his album tomorrow, February 3rd. Ain't nothing really dropping except some weird shit that I didn't listen to, so I didn't talk about that shit. And what I was basically saying, you know, local news, you got the protest down there at the Capitol about the immigration law, and then, you know, that Trump putting in effect, and then you got the teen that was supposed to be kidnapped over there at South Congress and Old Torch just because a guy touched her hand. I don't think he was trying to grab her, but she might have been flipped out. Okay. On to some special subjects, man, because, you know, this Treylow podcast, man, we do special subjects. I was going to talk about people that seek gratification. You know how somebody says thank you to you and you don't say yes or acknowledge them, and they just keep on saying thank you, thank you. They want gratification for giving you a compliment. To me, that just defeats the whole purpose of saying thank you. You shouldn't have to say you're welcome or acknowledge them if somebody says thank you. They should just say thank you out the kindness of their heart. Just like when you give gifts, you know, you can't seek gratification because it defeats the purpose of giving a gift. But I got another subject to talk about, man, because I'm down here in Austin, Texas, man. You know, I'm a white guy, and a lot of people from the east side down here feel like I'm white privilege. Feel like I got it made because I got some white parents that saved some money up. Feel like I ain't hood enough or gangster enough, or I don't represent the block right, or some old bullshit. It's usually the older generation, the East Siders that came up in the 90s, felt like, you know, just because you grew up on the East Side, you hardcore, you gangster, something like that. You know, never killed nobody, never shot nobody, never got shot, might have got stabbed, but so what? I got shot at, shit like that when I was growing up. Just because I'm white don't make me no different. Then on top of it, man, they have this attitude where you grew up in the projects that makes you hardcore, like you ghetto or hood. Last I checked, man, you was getting food for free, food stamps. You wasn't working for it. You know what I'm saying? So you had food. You had a roof over your head. You wasn't out in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Just like I had a roof over my head. You know what I'm saying? You had clothes on. You got up every day, ate you some breakfast, went about your business of smoking blunts or whatever because you don't want to get a fucking job. So, man, I don't like motherfuckers that sit up there and say, you know, just because you white, you ain't hood. Or just because you white, you stupid for doing gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, judge your character just because you a different race. And act like their life is so hardcore. When they basically doing the same fucking thing you do it every day. Living in a fantasy world of being a gangster when you ain't even a gangster. Half of these motherfuckers down here in Austin, Texas be saying they Crips and Bloods. And you know, if you do the research on Crips and Bloods, they had territories where basically they had a block or neighborhood that they would take over and defend. You know what I'm saying? Sell dope, whatever. Run the block. They had cliques. But a lot of these motherfuckers down here in Austin, Texas, man, say they Crips and Bloods. They ain't even got a gang, dog. It's called like wannabes, dog. Walking around with rags. Never been jumped in. Never have a set. Never have a neighborhood that they defended. You know what I'm saying? And represented. But they say they're Crips and Bloods. I mean, that shit is so fucking gay to me, dog. How the fuck you a Crip and Blood and don't even have a set or a hood that you from? Or you got a gang in that hood. You know what I'm saying? That's motherfuckers that grew up watching Boys in the Hood too much, Menace to Society, and feel like they represent the set. It's a fucking joke, dog. And then I can always tell the fake motherfuckers, man, because they always talking about what they did back when they was young and how they changed their life, and now they got kids and family and grew the fuck up and got out that gang shit. You can always tell the fake motherfuckers because they always running their mouth. A real motherfucking gangster, and I know some real killers in my lifetime. They ain't gonna say too much, man. They ain't gonna be sitting up there running their mouth about how they did this and that back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They gonna shut the fuck up and mind their business. But that's the mentality down here. A lot of these motherfuckers, man, living in a fantasy world in their head, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because their life ain't what they want it to be. So they make up some shit where they believe they gangster or something. And they not. As far as I know, everybody in America got it made. You know? You go to prison, you get 3 meals a day. You got a set schedule to go out and exercise and do shit. You go over to Russia, man. The Russians would come over here and say our prison system is a joke, man. That's like a country club. You go to prison over there, shit, you starving in that motherfucker, man. Barely able to survive. So all this bullshit about how, man, these motherfuckers are hardcore over here, man, it's just a joke, man. But that's just me giving my 2 cents on. You want to be hardcore gangsters down here, man. Walking around, oh, you a white boy. You ain't got it. You ain't got it like us. We hard, man. We hardcore. We throwing up the shit, dog. We used to move bricks back in the day, bro. We used to move bricks, man. Cocaine, shit like that, man. You didn't do none of that shit, bro. Shut the fuck up, man. Ain't done shit. I'm still holding it down, you know, still working my job, maintaining, paying my bills, man. Dealing with these crazy ass females, man. I'll tell you what, bro, you can't take, man, females and their feelings, bro. It's like, it just depends on what time of day and how they feel at that time of day, the way they act. So you can't really take them literally. As a dude, man, that's relationship advice, man. You just kind of have to listen to them, vent about whatever they're going through at the moment, and don't even respond. Because you get involved in that shit and try to problem solve. Like most guys, we try to problem solve. That's how we think. Try to problem solve. They ain't trying to hear that shit. They ain't trying to solve no problems. They're just trying to vent about their fucking problems all day. You know what I'm saying? So most of the time, the best thing to do with females is just keep your mouth shut. That's what my pops told me, man, a long time ago, man. Just keep your mouth shut. You know, they be all over the place talking about this, talking about that, talking about their family situations, stressing about this, stressing about that, and not even really focusing on what they need to do that day sometimes. Now, you can get you a nice little boss bitch that pretty much is more focused. But all females in their own way, man, have that crazy shit going on with them, where they just stressing about all kinds of bullshit, and they want you to get in their little circle. Listen to them stress about shit. The motherfucker ain't really trying to hear all that shit. You know what I'm saying? From a dude's perspective, all we want is a little bit of pussy. Clean up the house. Show us a little bit of respect. That's all we want, man. A little bit of respect, a little bit of pussy. Clean up the house. Cook some food. You know what I'm saying? And chill. If you can do all that, we ain't got no problems. But it's with some women, not all women, that's even impossible for them to do. They gotta fuck with you, man. They gotta talk shit. They gotta run their mouth. They gotta fuck with you, man. I don't know, man. I mean, I date a lot of black chicks. White chicks, they say, are a little bit more submissive or subservient or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I say the difference, man, white chicks are happy being bored. They're happy with the, you know, just having a house, car, coming home, no drama. You know, nothing going on, nothing to complain about, you know? I notice a lot of times, not all black chicks, but a lot of black chicks I've dated, man, they always gotta find something to bitch about. If they ain't got nothing to bitch about, then they'll make up shit to bitch about. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to complain about something. Whether it's a racial thing, like the man's holding them down in life, or you ain't shit, motherfucker. all this and that. They want to complain about something, man. I'm not saying all. I'm just saying the ones that most of the ones that I encountered in my lifetime feel like, they got a bitch about something. And that might go for white girls too, but I didn't really fuck with too many white girls, so I don't know. Might go for Hispanic chicks too. I don't really know. Cause I ain't fuck with too many Hispanic chicks. Maybe a couple, 2 or 3 here and there. But that's enough of me venting about relationships. Venting about these motherfucking wannabe gangsters from the east side of Austin that think they hardcore. It'll be enough of this podcast, man. This is February 2nd, 2017. Y'all have a great day. The weather's today is cloudy. It's a little chilly. Not real chilly. It got a little cold wind coming through. The work week's winding down. It's a Thursday. About to be the weekend Friday. And then, the sports, man. Super Bowl coming up. I talked a little bit about the Super Bowl in the last podcast, man. I think Atlanta's going to get blown the fuck out. I seen my New England homeboy last night. He's from Boston. He met Robert Kraft and hung out with the team and everything like that. I'm going to tell you the truth, man. You can say what you want about Atlanta having this high-power offense, but, man, I'm telling you what's up, man. Matt Ryan's always going to be Matt Ryan. Ain't nothing changed. He ain't just magically turned into this good quarterback that, don't make no mistakes or, is a badass. I have to really see the Super Bowl to see if they got the high-powered offense to beat the Patriots, but just going with my gut, my instinct, in the end, Matt Ryan is Matt Ryan. And he's been around for a long time playing for Atlanta. And he's garbage. Whatever system they got going on up there, that's fine. Fine and dandy. But Atlanta, man, until they prove me wrong, like they really win the Super Bowl and prove me wrong, I'm just going to assume that the Patriots, Patriots have already been proven. And their system has been proven. So I'm just going to roll with the Patriots on that one. I'm trying to also find me some good fishing spots out here, man. They got the Colorado River down the street, but the water is too fast. I don't see too many people down there fishing and catch anything. Because as soon as you cast it in, your line's going to go downstream, get caught on something, boom, you're going to lose it. Then you have to reassemble a new line, throw some bait in, boom, you lose it again. Unless you had like some kind of bridge going across the river where you could just cast it off the bridge and your line would travel downstream, but it would be a straight line and you could hold your line without having to recast every 5 minutes. If you sitting on the base. I really like fishing in a lake, man, where the water's real still. That's where I've always been real successful. Caught a lot of bass and shit like that. Where the water stays, in one spot. You can throw your line in and just sit back. Wait for a fish to bite on it. I've done some ocean fishing too. Ocean fishing is pretty cool, man. Different kind of fish, but they pretty cool. I caught a couple of fish down there in South Padre about 2 years back. I'm going to try to go down there this year in May and probably catch some fish down there. See if it's a pretty good little place to fish at. Alright, man. Y'all have a good day, man. And just remember, stay focused on the grind, a hustle. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about these females drama. Don't worry about nothing on the news going on, because a lot of times the news just try to intimidate you with fear and, all this drama going on with the government, with Trump and all that shit. Man, everything's going to be just fine, man. Just focus on just getting your money, getting your hustle, paying your bills, minding your business, man, not being up in other people's shit all day. You know what I'm saying? And just stay on the grind, man. That's all you can do, man. Just keep on hustling. Alright, this is Treylow, man. In the podcast. I'm out. We might do a show tonight. I don't know yet. I'll talk to SRT. Candy Blue. I'm trying to get up my son to do a show because he want to go on stage and do a couple of his songs. If it does jump off, it's going to be at Kick Butt Coffee around 6 p.m. tonight. If y'all want to, come up to the show some support, watch us on stage, whatever. I'll record it. I'll put it on my Facebook, my YouTube. Like I said, you check my YouTube out. I just did the new Gucci and Future mixtape. I think Free Bricks 2. I just mixed it and dripped it down or slowed it down, screwed and chopped it, whatever. Put it up on my YouTube, man. So y'all check it out, man. It's D Myers 45. Here's another thing, man. If y'all into reading stories, man, I gotta, I put up one of my audio books up here on a podcast called The Basement. But if y'all really enjoyed that shit, if y'all like listening to that horror story I wrote and put up on here, a lot of my writings, man, I go on and do that free publishing, man. It's called Booksy, BOOKSIE.com. And if you go to Booksy.com, go to the search engine, put in DJ TREYLO, DJ Treylow, and you'll find about 3 or 4 books up on there, published, a couple of short stories. About 3 or 4 short stories I wrote. So that's if you want to, read some of the stuff I've been writing, putting together. I'm still going to keep on with my writing, these podcasts, the music. Like I said, I've been DJing a lot. I made a couple of beats last week. Zach was supposed to jump on one. He ain't jumped on it yet. He was bullshitting, getting drunk. Got too drunk, too wasted. Didn't even lay the hook on it. You know what I'm saying? So everything's set up for him. He needs to go ahead and finish it, man. I know he will, man. He, you know what I'm saying? I know when he sees me doing my thing, recording songs, doing my thing, I put some inspiration into him to where he feel like, man, you know what? I got to do this shit. I can't be sitting up here being lazy, dude. I got to sit up here and actually record my songs, be serious about this shit. So we'll see. Come next week or something, see if Zach puts his shit together, man. Goes ahead and performs another song on stage instead of Black and Mild or what's it called? Let Me Please Your Heart. All right, man. I'll see y'all later next week. Peace.